Today on the channel, we've got the WWE Monday Night War Series 1 Stone Cold Steve Austin, and the way I got it figured.
The way I got it figured.
What's up, figure fans? The way I got it figured, back with another WWE Elite Collection review. We've got Stone Cold Steve Austin, circa 1999 to the Monday Night War. This is the version of Stone Cold Steve Austin that drove the beer truck into the arena and gave the corporation a beer bath. Got a little bit of video from that. And it's a very iconic version of Stone Cold Steve Austin. In fact, we might say that this figure is a type of reissue of the defining moments Stone Cold Steve Austin that captured that exact same moment on Raw in 1999. I hunted and hunted and hunted for this figure, and was finally able to grab him. Found him in a Walmart, but not before I found a swapped one where somebody basically took a Goldberg and put the jacket back on him and returned it to Walmart. You know, typical piece of trash behavior. But I did get them from that very same Walmart, maybe like 2 weeks after that, and I've been sitting on it for a while because WWE videos don't really get a lot of play on the channel. Although there are figures that I like, and I will review. You know, I'll review them just because it's my channel. But Stone Cold Steve Austin is a favorite of mine. I mean, he is my favorite. Period. He's the GOAT as far as I'm concerned. And I definitely wanted to add this one to my collection. So, the Monday Night War, WCW, WWE kind of deal is when I was really into wrestling, and right after that, leading up to the Ruthless Aggression era and into the Ruthless Aggression era. It's kind of my time, and this Stone Cold Steve Austin is a part of that time. The Monday Night War line from Mattel is a Walmart exclusive line. They came out with some great figures. I haven't gotten very many of them, but I'm not going to say that this Stone Cold is the last one I'm going to get, but I definitely cherry pick. So looking at the package, you got your Stone Cold Steve Austin with his beer can. You don't even really get those. Got some extra hands in there. It's the Lex Luger Build-A-Figure with the white shirt. Got your Stone Cold Steve Austin on the side. And you got your back part. Your cross-sell for this wave was Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, The Undertaker, and obviously Stone Cold Steve Austin. Comes with the chest of Lex Luger. And of course, you always have your tail of the tape, and then your blurb of text for what's going on the box. Raw, March 22, 1999. Texas Rattlesnake drove a truck with a tank full of Steve Weiser down the road to WrestleMania 15 and straight up to the Raw ring to hose down the corporation. Career highlights: WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, World Tag Team Champion. So yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin had a quite illustrious career in the WWE. At the time, you know, being a 6-time champion was very rare. It wasn't until the Ruthless Aggression era where you ended up with like 13-time Triple H champions and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, that's what Stone Cold Steve Austin did. I'm surprised they didn't mention the Royal Rumble because he won the Royal Rumble 3 times, which nobody else has ever done to date. But enough about that. We're going to get old Stone Cold out of the package. and see what we can see. All right, we got Stone Cold Steve Austin out of the package with all of his accessories, and he is wearing most of his accessories. So we'll go over this first. This is the Lex Luger chest. I don't think that it was made especially for Lex Luger. You know, if you had enough Build-A-Figure pieces from any other Build-A-Figure wrestler that was shirtless, you could use this for that. But it's, you know, it's to Lex Luger. I'm never gonna get that Lex Luger because I'm not getting all of these guys. But there's the chest. We need to see that. On to Stone Cold Steve Austin. He comes with two fisted hands. One is on him, the other one's there, and he's got another beer gripping hand, which is there too. So he's got his Steve Weisers. And I haven't seen a beer can in a Mattel figure. You know, obviously it doesn't have like a beer on it. It's just a silver can, but you get the idea. But I haven't seen one in ages, so it's kind of a cool thing to get. Stone Cold Steve Austin. But the real thing is the hunting jacket, which has been upgraded to look more realistic than the one that came with the Defining Moments one, which I had actually never gotten around to getting that figure. You know, I was going to get one on the aftermarket, but I don't have to do that anymore. And then the other big thing we'll get to later, which is this Austin 316 shirt. And we'll check that out in a minute. And yes, it is another Stone Cold Steve Austin figure that is wearing, you know, non-ring attire. A lot of times it's easier to make distinctive Stone Cold figures that way than to put him in his, you know, classic black trunks and knee braces. Although, you know, I'd buy them. I don't care. But as Mattel goes, that's how they do it. So what we're gonna do right now, of course, his hat comes off. It's got the then correct logo on the hat for that time period. We're going to take off the jacket. Now we got our Stone Cold Steve Austin with no hands, but this is actually the most important piece of the shirt. So this shirt is not split. It's an actual one piece t-shirt. And by having that, you know, it's actually a pretty newish thing. Most of the t-shirts you get on WWE Superstars, they either are split down the middle and the back or the front, depending. Like Hulk Hogan usually has split t-shirts. Less said about him, the better. But that's pretty much it. The t-shirt is the big deal here, and you can, you know, use it, customize it for different Stone Cold Steve Austin looks. I'm not going to remove it at this time for this figure, but you know, you can. And yeah, it's pretty cool. got the right logo. And what I would like them to do at some point is do the 2000 version, which was the red and the orange and yellow Austin 316 with the flaming skull on the back. They obviously can do it, so let's do it, Mattel. Need that Stone Cold Steve Austin. We can call it two-man power trip Steve Austin if that's what you want to call it. In fact, there's a 2-pack with Triple H, a basic figure that already has it, so they've already done it. They just need to do a soft goods shirt for that particular look. But it looks great, and that's kind of how he's supposed to look. Like I said, maybe at some point I'll use the t-shirt for something else here or there. But I'm not going to do it right now. And one of the easy ways of doing that is, say for example, they did the Stone Cold Steve Austin from WrestleMania from 2022, and he has an Austin 316 shirt, but on the back he has the logo for, the Austin 316 logo with the Texas thing from when he fought Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. You could easily stick that on this Stone Cold Steve Austin, put the jacket back on him. You wouldn't know the difference. You could use this shirt for another Austin figure. But for now, I'm going to put the jacket back on him because I really don't want to mess with the look of the figure. So I bought it literally for all of this. I do, like I said, maybe the shirt will get used for something else, but I bought this look for a reason. It's a big deal from my time of watching wrestling. I'm very happy that they did it, especially since the Defining Moments figure goes for like $80. So there you go. Stone Cold Steve Austin and his ring and his attire, all gone over, everything approved. We can move on to final thoughts. Final thoughts on Mattel WWE Elite, the Monday Night War, Stone Cold Steve Austin from Series 1. Like I said, this is an iconic look for Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's definitely my favorite wrestler of all time. And I definitely feel like he's, the greatest of all time, to be honest. But, that's my guy. And I was very happy to get him and find him in a Walmart, despite the difficulty of doing so. It's an iconic look. Anybody knows what this outfit is, what he was doing when he was wearing it. And so for me, it's a must in the collection, considering I didn't have the previous release of it. That being said, it is a figure that's wearing a pair of pants and a t-shirt. Not a wrestling figure, in-ring performing figure. Not that, that necessarily matters all that much. But, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Just because it's hitting all the feels for Stone Cold Steve Austin at that time. And I'm very happy to have it. I believe we're supposed to be getting another Stone Cold in this Monday Night War lineup from a little bit earlier in 99 or maybe later in 99. But we're definitely going to get another one. I think he's wearing like black shorts, black t-shirt. He's still going to be not necessarily a wrestling Stone Cold Steve Austin, but 99% sure I saw that. So, like as not, I'll probably get it. You'll see it on the channel. And stay tuned for that. I'm going to leave it here. Thanks everybody for continuing to watch the videos. I hope you do keep watching them. I hope you even watch the wrestling ones. I don't do a lot of wrestling videos, but I do a few. So yeah, check them out. In the meantime, everybody stay safe. See you on the next video. Peace.
The way I got it figured.